Hello again and happy Comic-Con weekend. Welcome to Convos presented by Blackmagic Design. I'm Danielle Beckman. I'm one of your hosts with Brooklyn Quarter. And we are so excited to be partnering with the League of Filmmakers and Cinematography for Actors to bring you this live stream directly from the Gaslamp District in downtown San Diego. So today you're going to hear some more delightful chats with actors, writers, directors, game designers, influencers, and artists about their work as well as their Comic-Con experiences and rituals. We had a great day yesterday, and sadly today's our last day, but we're going to have a whole bunch of fun. So thank you for tuning in. So I'm very excited to welcome to the show our next guest, Dani Bowman. I'll tell you a little bit about Dani. She is a young and talented animator and artist, an entrepreneur on the Autism Spectrum who is passionate about using her skills to help others, and her dedication to inclusion and diversity is so incredibly inspiring and so authentic and beautiful. And despite being diagnosed with autism at age 3 and nonverbal until 6, Dani has overcome these challenges to become an accomplished artist, animator, inspiring speaker. Yes. And she founded her own company, DaniMation, which we're going to talk about, when she was 14 years old. And also DaniMation UK in 2019 as well. That's so awesome. Dani has taught animation to over 3,000 students with autism and premiered 14 short films at Comic-Con. So cool. As a national speaker and a cast member of Love on the Spectrum, Dani uses her platform to inspire and mentor others. Dani, we're so happy.
I'm so excited to be here too, Dani.
I know. Oh,
Dani B squared.
Dani B squared. Oh my gosh. So we figured out that we're both Danis and we're both B's. Ooh, what's your middle? Do you have a middle name?
I have a middle name called Danielle Jean. I'm Jean.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I'm Elise. So I'm an E. Well, we almost got it. We
almost got the square, yes.
This is so cool. I'm so happy to have you. So you are honestly, I look at your schedule, I'm like, you're the Comic-Con queen. You are everywhere. I would love to know, kind of just kicking us off here, like, do you have anything when prepping for a big weekend like this? Like any tips or tricks you would like to share?
So definitely, sure. So one of my biggest tips for anybody that is new to any con, please be sure you have the Comic-Con app whenever available, or get the handbook with you. And also, if you have those, if you have the app or the handbook, please be sure you get prepared by marking down which booths you want to go to or go to any panels you want to go to. So always be prepared to have a plan. Without a plan, you're most likely going to get lost.
Yes, that is so brilliant because there are so many vendors and panels and shows and things. So, I mean, that's absolutely perfect. Do you have any, like a certain artist or a certain thing that you like to see every year, or does it kind of switch up?
So it does kind of switch up.
Yeah.
Really depends on each year. Like, for example, if I really wanted to meet a particular type of voice actor or a different type of famous artist, I would definitely would have to go to that panel or go to that booth and visit them.
Yeah, definitely. I know. Do you know Karen Hellion, the artist?
Karen Hellion? I don't think I've ever heard of Karen Hellion.
She does some Star Wars inspired stuff, and all of her stuff was sold out last year by the time.
Oh my goodness.
I know. But I got there on day 1, which is a preview night, which, pro tip, is really a great night to go to buy some stuff. And I got my Princess Leia print.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
I've also got one other tip for anybody. So if you are going to Comic-Con, especially for preview night, to buy something, please be sure you have a budget. Otherwise, you get too excited and overspend. No overspending.
Okay, that is really, really good because one of my friends, it's her first year, and we got on 2 nights ago, and she looked around. She's like, I didn't budget for this. What am I doing? So actually, that's perfect. And I don't know if we budgeted for this, talking about me and my husband behind the camera, but we figured it out.
That's great.
So, okay, we're obviously here at Comic-Con. I mean, look at my dress, right? It's like there's comics. It's all about, there's animation is one of the biggest topics and things that is discussed here, right? From like independent makers to much bigger companies and comics. And so I would love to talk about DaniMation, and I saw it was your 15-year anniversary.
That is definitely true. And speaking of the 15-year anniversary, one of our greatest of honors is that we're premiering 2 animated short films. The completed version of Too Smart to Be Trendy, which is about a young girl who tries to follow the trends with other teenagers, trying to follow the trends, but it's a struggle between following trends and being your true self, what I really like.
I love that.
And the second one, this definitely features the famous voice actress Rosie O'Donnell, who plays as the mom of the main character, Ruby.
That is so cool. Okay, so Too Smart, actually, let's talk about this. Because you have Too Smart to Be Trendy as well as Isaac and the Firefly Queen.
That's right. That is definitely correct. And this is created by my student who has autism named Peyton Hepler.
Fantastic.
She's amazing. She's a really amazing, talented animation artist. Despite her, this is called speech impediment.
Okay, that is so cool. So you mentored her into
she has been my student since 2021.
Amazing. And they are both going to be showing tomorrow. And I believe we have a graphic for that. They're going to be tomorrow, Sunday at noon in room 9, where you can see them. And will you also be speaking about them tomorrow?
Oh yes, definitely. And before the big day and before the Q&A, on Saturday, I'm definitely going to be part of the press conference.
That is so exciting. And so I love this idea of Too Smart to Be Trendy as, someone kind of trying to fit in and find their true authentic self. And do you find sort of like a theme in the films that you make?
It varies in different themes. Like over the years, I've always submitted a short film depending on the theme, or it does really depend,
okay.
And it also really depends on the creator or the writer who creates the idea before I bring the ideas to life.
That's cool. Okay. Do you ever like to do your own writing as well, or do you kind of like to collaborate?
I do my own writing, but I also collaborate with some others.
If you had to pick something, would you go like more like sci-fi, or would you go like more comedy, or do you have a favorite sort of genre?
I don't have a particular favorite genre, but I really like more like adventure, or more like or maybe more like travel themed.
Oh, that's cool. Well, speaking of travel, you've been traveling a lot. You just went up to Northern California and back, right?
Oh, yes, because that was for Stanford University's Neurodiversity Project Camp.
Oh, cool. Okay. And were you a keynote speaker up there?
I was a speaker there, and I spoke to, there were over 30 students at the camp that are attending, and they're learning about how to create an advocacy project to help neurodiverse individuals go through into the workforce.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. All of these, I just can't believe, I remember looking at your Instagram and it was like, be right back. I'm like, that is so cool. Okay, yes. Oh, and real quick, back to Too Smart to Be Trendy and Isaac and the Firefly Queen. The official name of the festival is the San Diego International Children's Film Festival.
That is absolutely correct.
Yes. So check that out. Can we talk about Love on the Spectrum?
Sure, yes.
So cool. Okay, first of all, Emmy nominations and Emmy wins from last year. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. And especially for the first time ever, they've been nominated for Best Director, alongside being nominated again for Best Documentary Reality Series overall, along with Best Casting and Best Editing.
That is so remarkable. And the casting thing, I have to say, casting directors haven't really been appreciated in the business as of the last few years. And so I love that they're getting a nomination. I think that's so cool. And who's in the cast?
That's definitely me.
Okay,
And,
so that's cool.
and also in the season 2 cast, there's also Abby and David, who are the best couple.
Oh,
which I definitely admire them both.
That's so cool. I love it. So with Love on the Spectrum, I remember watching an episode recently where you, and I don't know if this is a direct quote, but you said, animation is my life.
That's one of them. That's one of the quotes. And I said so many quotes like, you can imagine I've been kissing too many frogs to find the right guy. Or other quotes like, so there's some other quotes like, I just need to get to know somebody else's what's underneath the iceberg. Or like the DNA of a helix.
Yes. See, these are all quotes that I would put on a t-shirt, but I am wearing my Stranger Things.
Oh yes, today. The Hellfire Club is definitely one of the most remarkable Netflix's hit series.
I completely agree.
And whenever people think of Netflix, they think of Stranger Things.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I am so excited. I can't wait for the last season.
Oh yes, the last season, alongside with the animated series adaptation called Stranger Things Tokyo.
I didn't even know about this.
I'm so excited about the animated adaptation of the live action series.
That is so cool. Okay, this is breaking news to me. I didn't know. That is so cool. I love it. Okay, so back to your quote from Love on the Spectrum. So you said animation is your life, and I'm an actress, I'm a writer, filmmaker, I'm a producer, and when you said that, I felt that like in my bones for me, on my dating journey in the past, trying to find the right person, but then saying, this is my passion. This is also what I want to do. And, finding that person. And so I would just love to hear a little more about like what animation means to you.
What animation really means to me, I would say it is an art. Animation is definitely the most important art form of communication. This is whenever you see an animation come to life, you're bringing imagination come to life, and you're seeing somebody's perspective, seeing a world, like you're seeing a story within another world.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And I feel like through that kind of storytelling, you can create more understanding and unlock things that might not normally be there, right?
Which is true.
And for me, when I'm watching something too, I'm sometimes taken aback by, the story. And I have to say, really only since I've been with my husband have I watched more animated stories.
Oh, nice.
Because in my mind, I thought, animation, I grew up with cartoons. That's that. And I'm really learning the power of animated stories for any age, right? Like all ages. It really, it doesn't matter like what walk of life you are in. And so that's actually been really inspiring for me. So is there anything that you would like to share that you have coming up? Like we have a screen graphic that'll say where people can follow you and look for your work. But is there anywhere that, obviously you have Comic-Con weekend, but in the near future, is there anything you wanted to promote or talk about?
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. Because I got invited to a couple of keynotes awesome. in the upcoming this October. I've got another autism keynote in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and then another one at the end of October this Halloween called the Autism Conference in the Geneva Center in Toronto, Ontario.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So and I'm assuming people can like go on your website and find all this stuff.
Oh, yes. We will announce them soon.
Okay. That's so exciting, Dani. That's really awesome. I'm so glad you're like kind of on a world tour. It's awesome. You're popping around.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you said you love adventure and travel.
Oh, yes.
And so I think that's really a part of what you're living. And it's really inspiring. And just thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. And it's really great meeting you. I'm Danielle.
Thank you. Awesome.
We're almost Dani squared.
Yeah. Oh, here, let's do this.
Dani squared.
Hey. Well, no, we really are. But we just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. And you heard it here first. Get your schedules together. Get your budget together. And follow Dani.
Don't forget to wear comfortable shoes.
Okay, yes. So comfortable shoes. Also, I messed that up I messed that up on the first time I came. And so yes, comfortable shoes as well. And water,
And snacks when you're in big, long lines, or because the food here may be expensive, but a little bit on a mediocre quality though.
Yeah, no, we're sorry, but it's true. You heard it here, San Diego Convention Center. I totally agree. And yeah, so I think that's all for today. So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes with our next guest. And we're just so happy to have Dani on the show. Thank you so much again for coming.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes, of course. Okay, now we can wave.
Bye. Bye-bye.
We'll see you soon.